Welcome to another edition of my podcast. My name is Oba. I'd like to welcome you to the moment where we'll give ourselves the little details as far as the world of sports is concerned. Today on my podcast, 17 days to the FIFA Women's World Cup taking place in New Zealand and Australia. It is the first time in history that the World Cup of the women is taking its new shape. What do I mean by new shape? 32 expanded teams are expected to vie for a particular increased priced money. We're going to take a look at it in the course of our talk for this beautiful hour. Quickly, I'm not going to waste much of our time. Let's just run through them one after the other. There are a few things that we might not really be aware about the Women's World Cup that I want us to first of all look at first. The Women's World Cup is back in this time around. United States are the defending champion. They'll be looking to become the first team ever in the history of the Women's World Cup to win it 3 times in a row. Well, Tirin, the last time we saw something of such was in the UEFA Champions League, where Real Madrid won it back to back 3 times in a row. In Women's World Cup, it has never happened before. The question is, can US actually win it 3 times in a row? Can they do it? They've won it back to back. They won it in 2011. They also won it. No, they won it in 2015. I beg your pardon. And they also won it in 2019. 2011 was won by Japan, actually. So teams that will be looking to stop US dominance will be perhaps host nation Australia, New Zealand, Olympic champions Canada as well, UEFA champions England as well. Other powerhouses like Germany, Sweden are also powerhouses that can also stop US from retaining this title. We'll take a look at hat tricks as far as the Women's World Cup is concerned, from a 5-minute hat trick to an incredible penalty shootout, to the team that didn't concede a goal for 671 minutes. We've got some Women's World Cup facts that I'm going to be sharing with us. With the expansion of the competition to 32 teams, more countries than ever will get a shot at a football glory which they've never done before. It will means they will be coming to the occasion for the very first time. Also, in the history of the Women's World Cup, the 9th edition. This is the 9th time it is taking place. That the World Cup is taking place in Australia and New Zealand. It's happening from the 20th to the 20th of the next month. This 20th of July to 20th of August. Australia will have the following cities as hosts: Sydney, Brisbane, Melbourne, Perth, and Adelaide. Sydney, Brisbane, Melbourne, Perth, and Adelaide. New Zealand will have Auckland, Wellington, Dunedin, and Hamilton as one of them. Now, 2015's Women's World Cup that took place in Canada had the largest overall attendance throughout the group stage, knockouts, and playoff stages. It has 1,353,506 people pack the stands for the Women's World Cup. The quarterfinal that saw England beat Canada was held at Vancouver BC Palace and had a sold out of 54,000. I guess that's the highest in a Women's World Cup. In a women's football match, it has always been a certain, what's it called? I beg your pardon. A certain England's game, the one that took place the last Euro. Of course, Brazil dominance. What? You know, the most successful male World Cup team is Brazil. But is it the same thing for their women? I don't think so. It is not. Surprisingly, the Brazilian women's team, they have never won the Women's World Cup before. Their best ever was in 2007 when they finished as runner-up. The last one was actually won by the United States of America, the last trophy. So if Brazil isn't winning the tournament, who do you think will be winning it? That's where I'm stopping for today. So the question is this: If Brazil is not winning it, if England is not winning it, US is there. Who do you think will win the Women's World Cup this time around? I'll see you around another time. Follow us on all our social medias at AIS Sport TV. You can also follow us on TikTok at AIS TV, AIS Sports TV as well. I beg your pardon. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you around.